What it do, YouTube? MGM for life here. Finally back again to bring you guys another video. It's been a long time, a month, maybe 2 months. A lot has happened in that time. I graduated college, business management degree, and business management and marketing degree. What else happened? Oh, I'm getting married next month, so a lot of my time has been spent dealing with that. I've had to go and get real jobs, out into the real world. So that was unfortunate. It's tough to make videos. And then on top of all of that, my computer crashed and I had to send it in and get a new one. So all that led to me not posting videos for 2 months. So here we are. We're back in it. This is actually my first time playing since all that stuff happened. And I like UU. Underuse has been my favorite tier for a while, and I'm just going to test it out here. And we got a battle against Little Kuak. So, threats on his side of the field. Potentially, I don't know. I don't really think anything's really too threatening. Gudra actually is probably a big threat, though, because I know people like to run that assault-vested offensive Gudra. But I'm going to lead off with my Needle Queen, because it can take on pretty much the vast majority, every one of his mons except for the Gudra. He does have a spinner, but I have a Trevenant, so I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks here. See what type of Jirachi this is. Jirachi really can't do much to Needle Queen. I'm max HP, max defense, so even Ice Punch isn't going to do much. He's going to switch directly into his Gudra, and we have a check for that, which is our Florges. Now, even if he does have the Sludge Wave, I know that I can take that because I'm max HP, max special defense. But he decides to go for the Infestation, so that's going to be kind of annoying. He probably has Toxic as well. So I'm going to Toxic his Gudra. Oh, nope, he's just going to switch right back out. Not going to mess around with my Florges. Let's see. I mean, I can go into Blastoise here. I think Blastoise is a pretty decent switch against his Jirachi. I can also go into my Trevenant. But I don't know what type of Jirachi this is, but I'm going to go into Trevenant here just to get some kind of things going here. He's going to go for Thunder Wave. That's not going to do anything, so I know what type of Jirachi this is now. It's probably a Flinch Haxer. But I can just go for the... Actually, no, cancel. I'm going to go for Leech Seed just in case he wants to switch it. He wants to switch on to... He has Charge Beam. Okay. Alrighty. Did not expect that one. Charge Beam. Okay. Now I'm gonna want to Will-O-Wisp this thing. He's gonna Charge Beam again. I don't know what this thing can really do. He might have like Charge Beam and Psyshock or something like that. But I'm gonna try and get off a Leech Seed against this thing. Yep, he does have Psyshock. I knew it. So I saw that coming from a mile away. So basically, I know that he can't touch my Hydreigon. So what I'm going to do now is switch into that. He actually might predict this. Oh, nope, he's just going to switch out into his Absol. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to switch out into Hydreigon. I'm going to bust a U-turn on this thing. I know he can't really do much to my Hydreigon. He might have the Play Rough, but I'm going to U-turn out, do a good amount of damage, and then I'm just going to switch out into my Needle Queen, because I can take anything this thing wants to go for. He can go for Omega Horn. I'm going to eat that up for breakfast. And now I'm just going to go for a Sludge Wave, because, yeah, he's going to knock off. Not going to do anything, really. And I'm going to take out his Absol. He does get rid of my leftovers, but I do have, Wish support with the Florges, so I ain't worried about nothing. He's going to go into his Donphin. We have a switch in. We have a safe switch. His name is Trevenant. Donphin's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to go for Rapid Spin. And, of course, I'm going to block that. And he doesn't have an item, so I'm going to go for Leech Seed here, because, again, I'm expecting the not Infernape. He goes for Knockoff. Don't care. I really don't care. Now I'm going to go for the double Leech Seed. Expecting his Infernape to come in now, because I'm pretty sure he'll think that I want a Will-O-Wisp here. So I'm going to double Leech Seed. And yeah, pro plays. He can't do anything other than knockoff, so I'm not really worried about this Donphin whatsoever. His Jirachi's burned, so he can't really do anything. And he got predicted, but he might be Sap Sipper. He is Sap Sipper, so I just got predicted. Well, I know that I don't know. Let's see. We know that he has Infestation, and honestly, my Florges isn't really going to be doing much except against this Gudra. So I'm just going to switch it in, and he's going to go into his Infernape. No big deal, really. I'm going to go into my Florges, and I'm going to Protect just to see what this Infernape has against him. Well, actually, I mean, come on. He's going to Flare Blitz, obviously. So I'm just going to switch to my Blastoise. Safe switch. Nope, he's going to double switch into his Donphin. Don't know what he was expecting there, but I'm going to go out into Blastoise. I'm pretty sure Blastoise is faster. so I'll be able to get off a water pulse. I'm not going to mess around with this Donphan just because I don't want him rapid spinning my stuff away. And he just stays in and eats that up, so he's definitely Assault Vest. Okay. Well, you know, okay, so that's why he didn't have an item. But now I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse. I think it would kill anyway. Yeah, it does, even with the Assault Vest. And if he wants to switch into Gudra, you know he's going to take that damage. But, okay, it's fine because I can just go into my, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my, well, I'm going to see if this Florges has Toxic or what move does it have. So I'm going to go into my, you're going to go for Wish. I'm not worried. I'm going to go in for a Wish of my own. And then I know that if he wants to bring in Jirachi, I know my Hydreigon can take it on all day, every day. He's going to go for Aromatherapy to cure his burn Jirachi. So now I know that he has Aromatherapy and not what's the other move? And not Toxic. So that's going to be interesting. So he's going to go into his Infernape. Not really sure why he did that. He can't take me down with any one hit. So I'm just going to click Earth Power. Overheat. I eat that up for breakfast. Yummy. And he has a Focus Sash. So that's why he tried so hard to keep his rocks away. Well, now I'm wondering what he can do against me. I'm just going to Ice Beam because he can't spin anymore, so he's probably going to stay in. So I'm just going to Ice Beam. I can use again this Nidoqueen against his Florges, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to Ice Beam it. He goes for Endeavor. Did not see that coming. And I really couldn't have switched anything into that anyway, so that's going to be unfortunate. I do have another secret check against Florges, though, that he's probably not going to see coming. And so now my Nidoqueen's just in here, just, you know, dying. But it's okay, because his Jirachi is still low, so he can't do anything except go for an attack, basically. He has to attack me here. And I'm just going to let my Nidoqueen go down. I don't really have a choice here. He goes for a Flash Cannon, knocks me out. But that gives me a free switch into Infernape. And looking at his Gudra here, it's at 88%. What I'm going to do here is just go into my Infernape. Not going to mess around with Jirachi. Just going to go straight for Fire Blast. And he's not going to switch because, you know, he doesn't want to risk me going for close combat and 2-hit KOing his Gudra. But now I hope he brings in his Florges. He does. I've got a surprise move for this Florges. I know he's not going to see it coming. It's Iron Tail. So we're going to see. And it just dies. That's why I run Iron Tail, because Florges is a problem. And yeah, it just goes down. So now all he's got left is Gudra. I know close combat probably won't knock it out. Or, yeah, it just dies. So Infernape, Life Orb, Max Attack Infernape gets the job done. So that's a good game. And we're gonna try and get another one here. So yeah, let's just do. Okay, so let's see. Hope it doesn't take too long. It's searching. Anyway, how have you guys been? I know it's been a long time. As I said before, I got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to find jobs, trying to figure out what the heck I want to do with myself. I kind of was in a slight depression, just because I was scheduled to play in the NBA Summer League. I was scheduled to play overseas in Japan, and then I tore my ACL right before I left for Japan for the second time, and it was just kind of frustrating. So, such is life, I guess. Anyway, so looking at his team, I'm probably Defogger. Threats, nothing. Oh, Nidoking is a huge threat to this team. Nidoqueen is just a huge threat in general. But again, I think Nidoqueen is good against 4 out of the 5 of his potential of his Pokemon. Actually, not so much Gudra, but I can get the rocks up and basically force the Crobat to defog, which gives me basically a free switch whenever I want. Because that's typically how people play Crobat these days. He's gonna lead straight off with the Crobat. I don't think he'll just taunt me right away, honestly. And there's not much he can do to me. But I think I'm just gonna go straight for the Stealth Rocks. He went for Sunny Day. Okay. Definitely didn't see that coming, I'll tell you that for sure. Maybe he does not have Defog then. I'm just going to go for Ice Beam now because it hits everything on his team, except for Infernape. Nope, he's going to go for U-Turn, so maybe he does not have Defog. Maybe this is I was about to say Hot Rock. Yeah, Heat Rock, Sun Team, I guess. I don't know. The only thing that benefits from the Sun are the Infernape and potentially Leafeon. Does Leafeon get, what is it, Chlorophyll? I think it does. He goes out into his Gudra. Gudra has Hydration. It also has, what else does it have? Sap Sipper, so he's got leftovers on his Goodra. And then Gooey, so that doesn't really benefit from the sun. So I'm not really sure what exactly he's got going on here. Flamethrower, I'm going to eat that up all day, every day. So I guess it does benefit from the sun in that sense. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty sure he's not going to stay in, because he can't do anything. Maybe Sludge Wave, but that's not going to do that much. So I'm just going to wish he may want to bring in the Nidoking. Nope, he's going to go for Sludge Bomb, so don't poison me, please. Thank you. So he, I guess he thinks that he can take on a Florges one-on-one, which is definitely not the case. And now there's no reason for me not to Moonblast. He's going to Flamethrower now and get the burn, so I mean, should have seen that coming. But I get a special attack drop. Not that it really matters. I think my Florges being burned matters a lot more than his Goodra being having a special attack drop, I think. But then again, my Florges really is only good for this Goodra and the Absol. So as long as it's at a decent amount of HP, by the time so that it can take a hit from Absol, it's not going to be a big deal. And I think we should be good to go here. So I'm going to go back into Nidoqueen because I have no reason not to. He might defog. Nope, he's just going to set up the sun again. And I'm just going to... This time I'm going to click Earth Power because I clicked Ice Beam last time. And he's going to U-turn out. And I think well, his Goodra outsped my Florges, so I'm pretty sure... Well, I don't know. I actually don't know Florges' base speed. But yeah, so that burn was unfortunate, but it's me. I mean, come on. I knew I was either going to get poisoned or burn. I'm surprised Sludge Bomb didn't poison me, but Flamethrower burned me. You know, Pokemon logic there. But yep, he does go into Infernape, so get predicted, son. That's a terrible switch. Never switch a fire type into a ground type. I mean, and he's gonna quit. So that was just a bad switch. I don't know what he was doing there, but he obviously wasn't the best of players. I'm not the highest on the ladder either. So, all right, here we go. Now this is a team that looks like a threat. The biggest threat to his team, to my team, is going to be this Suicune because I don't have any real way to get rid of Suicune. I've got Grass Knot on my Infernape, but Suicune can take one Grass Knot. Also Slurpuff, if it gets up, well, yeah, if it gets up a Belly Drum, we lost as well. So I'm gonna lead off with the Nidoqueen. He's gonna go into a Sableye. Pretty sure he's gonna taunt me first turn. A Sableye is also just a big annoyance. I'm just gonna go for I don't know. Do I want to Earth Power? I want to gauge whether or not he's specially defensive or physically defensive. So he's going to taunt me first turn. So I'm going to Earth Power. He's definitely... I don't know, because I'm not... That did a decent amount. That did decent damage. So I'm going to switch into Infernape here. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp now. He might go for a knockoff too, I guess. But I'm definitely expecting a Will-O-Wisp. So, yep, he goes for Will-O-Wisp. Now here... I'm actually going to, because Sableye can't do anything to me other than, so I'm actually going to go for close combat, hoping that he brings in the Suicune, because that way I can 2-hit KO it. So I'm going to go for a close combat. I really don't see him staying in. Yes, he brings in the Suicune, and we can go for that, and that does a lot of damage. Hopefully this Grass Knot will be able to knock it out from that range. I'm definitely, but it will put it in a range where I can knock it out the next turn. And I'm willing to sacrifice my Infernape to get rid of this Suicune. So I'm going to go for the Grass Knot. Hopefully he doesn't see it coming. I don't know what Infernape is running in the UU tier, but he seems to see that coming and goes into the Nidoqueen. So, that's fine though. I did get some damage on the thing, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and Blastoise because I can spin away his rocks. I can, I'm especially defensive, so I can eat up whatever he wants to go for. And then go from there. So, oh, he has a Sableye, so never mind. I'm not going to be spinning anything away. I forgot about that. But I can get off some damage on the Sableye. So I think I'll go for that. So I'm going to rapid spin. I'm going to Mega Evolve. Go for a Water Pulse. I can also get the Confusion. He's actually going to stay in, though. Okay. Yep, I got the Confusion, and he hits himself in Confusion. So... do I want to Rapid Spin now, or do I want to just go for... I think I'm just going to go for the kill. There's no real reason to, because he can switch into Sableye at any point. But he decides to stay in and just sack his, Nidoqueen. Maybe, oh, this is a free switch in the Slurpuff, basically. No, he goes into Sableye, so... well, I have a counter to Sableye, which is my Florges, so... I think what I'm gonna do here, just Water Pulse, just to gauge the damage, I guess. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna Water Pulse, just to gauge. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp, obviously. And he's not gonna miss, obviously. And that does a lot, so um, that's good for me. So what I'm gonna do now is just, basically I'm just gonna Water Pulse until I get the confusion. He's gonna recover now. So I don't think this thing is especially defensive. Got a crit. Can I get some confusion? No. Okay, well now I know I definitely know for a fact that he's gonna go for recover again. So basically this is a free switch in the Florges. So I'm gonna do that. Switch into Florges, as he's gonna recover. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to double switch into my Nidoqueen because there's no way in hell he's staying in to get his ass moonblasted. So what I'm gonna do is double switch into Nidoqueen just so that I can get the rocks up, so to weaken that Entei as it is gonna come in. So even though I haven't played for a while, you know, I still got some skills here. I want to Ice Beam predicting the Noivern, yeah, is it Noivern? Yeah, Noivern, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm physically defensive, so if he wants to, you know, try his luck with a Sacred Fire, I'm gonna eat that up. So I don't think that he's gonna want to, because Entei is another threat. It's not as big a threat as the Suicune is, honestly, but it is a threat. But once I get the rocks, I can kind of neutralize it, you know, relatively well, because I do have Scarf Hydreigon. So he's gonna go on the Suicune. This is really the threat to my team. Honestly, this is the biggest threat to my team, and I really don't know how I'm going to be able to handle this thing. Well, know what I'm gonna, yeah, because Suicune's a big threat. The only way I can take it out, basically, is if I gotta play with now I have to play with the sleep turns, because that's really, because first, because I don't have any real, you know what I should do? I think I should just put, Horn Leech on my Trevenant. Because right now I have Shadow Claw for, what is the thing called? God damn it. Chandelure. So that way Chandelure can't switch in. But I also have Leech Seed, and I also have Florges. So but he decides to switch out, which is actually perfect for me, because now I can get some residual damage. He doesn't know that I don't have Horn Leech, which I think is good for me, because this guy seems to be a fairly decent player. So what I'm going to do now is going to go into my Infernape, because at this point, if he wants to stay in, that's fine, and because, well, he's probably going to knock off here, I think, is what he is probably going to do, which is fine, honestly, because that way I'm actually not taking the, oh, he went for Taunt, which is fine by me too, because now, basically, I'm going to go for Fire Blast. Suicune's in a range where nothing basically wants to switch into this. That's what I'm saying. If he wants to stay in with Sableye, that's fine too. He's going to bring in the Suicune to get Fire Blasted, and it eats it up, honestly. But now at this point, if he wants to switch in any of his stuff, like, they're going to have to take rocks damage. So I'm going to just go for the Grass Knot again. I'm not messing around. And it freaking lives! Jeez! Oh gosh. But, dang it, man. But it's fine though, because you know what? If I can just neutralize this stupid threat, I'm completely fine with that. So now what I'm gonna do is go into my Hydreigon. Oh man, I don't want to risk it. But the thing is that if U-turn doesn't kill, we're gonna be in trouble. And oh, this is probably a bad switch. But then I don't have anything that outspeeds this thing either. Yeah, okay, no. My Nidoqueen can take anything from Slurpuff. I guarantee that. So I'm just going to go for the Dark Pulse. I'm not messing around. I'm going to kill this thing. I'm not going to mess around with U-turn not killing it, because Suicune is bulky, and I'm pretty sure that's max HP, max defense. So I know that an unboosted, unstabbed U-turn from Hydreigon is not going to take it out. Or actually, I don't know that. Maybe I could have counted, but now I do leave myself susceptible to a Slurpuff Belly Drum. But I don't think that Slurpuff can knock out Nidoqueen with any one hit, especially from full HP. So, and also, if that is the case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sack my Trevenant, because at this point it's really not going to be doing much. He's going to bring out a Noivern, which is actually good for me. So that means I can bring in my Florges. If he wants to like switcheroo me or something like that, I guess that's a thing. But otherwise, Noivern can't do anything to my Florges. Does it get? I don't know. Maybe he might be choice banded with Iron Tail. That'd be something that you wouldn't expect. That's something that I would do though. I'm not expecting this guy to do that. but we'll see. We'll see. He might be physical mix. Nope, he just goes for Draco. So that's good for me. And basically now I can just click Moonblast. If he wants to bring in the Entei, it's going to take some damage. Or I could Toxic. I think Toxic actually might be a good play too. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna Toxic. I hope he brings in Sableye. Why would he do that? It's stupid. I'm actually gonna Toxic here because I'm pretty sure the Entei is gonna come in, so that's gonna be extra damage on that, along with the Stealth Rocks. I think we're in a pretty good position here. He's actually in a tough position. He can bring in the Slurpuff right now. I really hope that he brings in Entei or Sableye. There's really no reason to bring in Sableye, but I'm hoping that he does. But I'm thinking more likely either Entei or Slurpuff is going to come in. Slurpuff will probably try to I want to say, why is it not Belly Dance, Belly Drum. This guy's taking forever, so we're going to hit him up with that timer. Probably should have done that in the very beginning. But while we're waiting, what was I at before I got interrupted? Oh yeah, me being sad because I hurt my knee. Yeah, that's what happened. I was ready to go. I was probably playing the best basketball of my entire life, and he switches into Entei, and I got hurt. And this is exactly what we wanted. So now what I'm going to do is most Entei are choice banded. If he's like sub or something, or he could also be Assault Vest. I think that'd be a cool thing to run Assault Vest Entei. But anyway, yeah, I was really frustrated and just sad and just confused and spiteful and all that stuff because you get so close. And then to have and the thing about ACL injuries is that they never make any sense. Like in my case, this is the second time I tore it. But the second time I was in the gym, there was a tipped pass. I went up. I didn't do anything that I don't do every single day. Went up to catch the ball, and as soon as I go to land, just crack, crack. That's all I hear. And it's crazy, man. Because again, it's nothing that you don't do every single day, and yet. Yeah, so anyway, so we're out here. He predicts my switch, I guess, my double switch. But again, outside of switcheroo, Northern can't really do much. And honestly, I really don't mind having a Choice Scarf Florges or a Choice Specs, whatever item he's holding. So he can Hurricane, he can do whatever. Florges is going to eat it up. And then now I'm just going to click Moonblast. So if he stays in, if he stays in and goes for an attack, he could also double switch. But again, he's not gaining anything from this. So I'm in a position where I can if I just play it safe, I win. I'm pretty sure Nidoqueen can take anything from Slurpuff. So as long as I keep that at full HP, I'm going to be fine, or a good amount of HP. It doesn't have to be full. Because I don't even know what Slurpuff, what moves it has other than Play Rough, Belly Drum. I don't even know. I have no idea. But it's looking like my opponent is trying to find a way to get around my defensive core. He's going to go for Boom Burst, and of course, me being Florges, I just say yum-tastic. So, right now, I'm actually, do I want to wish, or do I want to, yeah, I want to wish, because I want to get back up to full. He actually crits me with the second Boom Burst, and that still doesn't, nothing. So, now I'm going to protect, go for the safe protect. Again, just if I play it safe, I win. If he switches here, fine by me. He can go in Entei, he can do whatever, it doesn't matter. Boom Burst does 30%, so as long as I have at least 64% health, I'll be fine to take 2. He crit me and it only did 48. Well, that's because crits only do 1.5 times the damage of this generation. So he's going to go for another Boom Burst. He really can't switch at this point because... so what I'm going to do here is... Oh, yeah, but he quits. He's had enough. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, at that point it was just game. I probably would have just gone for the Moon... Well, no, I would have gone for Wish and then gone for Moonblast. So if he stays in on the turn I wished, I'm guaranteed to be up to full and knock out the Northern or and get some damage on something. So that's going to do it for this. Well, not this video. I'm actually let's get another one. So I'm not going to let you guys sit here through this. So I'll come back when I have another battle. So see you then. Okay, guys. So this is probably going to be the last video, last match of this video. Let's see, threats. Pretty Victini is the only threat I can see. He's got the Zatsu, but I'm gonna lead off with Nidoqueen again. Nidoqueen can take on pretty much any of his leads. I mean, if you want to lead off with Porygon 2, that's fine with me. He's gonna lead off with the Swampert. Actually, I'm gonna make a ball play, go for the Stealth Rocks. If he wants to go to Zatsu, predicting that. Or I have what's it called? Dang, what's that thing called? I've got Blastoise, so I'm not really worried. And I can just spin him away. So that's what I'm gonna do. As he's gonna go out and go for the Psychic. I'm specially defensive, so I'm gonna take that very, very well. And I'm actually gonna go for a spin right now. He could stay in Psychic again if he wants to. He's gonna go for Toxic. Okay, I guess. So I see that he's got the blue Toxic. So now this thing is actually becoming a bit annoying. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know actually. Now this thing is kind of a threat. I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse. Just gauge how much it does. It's gonna go for Protect. Okay. Okay. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what we're getting at here. Well, so I've seen Toxic. Well, now I'm gonna switch out into my Hydreigon. As he's gonna go into Florges. Okay. Well, now I'm going to U-turn on out of there because I really can't do much to Florges. I'm gonna go for the U-turn. Then I'm gonna go out into my Nidoqueen. And to pretend like I'm going to get the rocks up, but I'm really not. I'm actually going to just go straight for Ice Beam, because as long as that Xatu is in the game, I really don't want to go. I don't want to put the rocks up on my own field. I actually, when I first, I thought about using a Xatu, but I really could. Of course, I get critical. Jeez. Well, you know, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. Obviously, Xatu's going to be coming in, so I can just hit him up with an Ice Beam. Or he might, I mean, I don't know what else he could bring in on my Nidoqueen, honestly. He's going to bring in Xatu. Hopefully, we'll see what type of Xatu this is. That does absolutely nothing, so it's more than likely a specially defensive. But I'm going to switch back into my Hydreigon. Hope to catch him going for Psychic or something. But he goes for Toxic and misses, unfortunately, for him. Which honestly doesn't matter too much. But I'm going to go for the U-turn. This is going to go for Protect. Okay. He doesn't know what type of Hydreigon I'm in, so I don't know why he would risk staying in. But I'm just going to go for another U-turn, I guess. And is he really going to risk staying in? I guess he is. So I'm pretty sure that Toxic's going to be coming my way. But I can actually just go into Trevenant to take this thing on. More than likely, just hit him up with a Shadow Claw. He's going to go for Toxic. It's not going to matter because I have Natural Cure plus Rest. So I'm just going to go for a Shadow Claw right now. So this Trevenant is looking like a pretty decent switch into the Xatu. I don't know if you guys can hear the lawn mower in the background. Sorry about that. I can't really do much about it. The grass got to get mowed somehow. So now what I'm going to do is probably go for a Will-O-Wisp, just because I'm expecting that Porygon 2 to come in. And it does come in. See, I'm a pro here. So he's got a very annoying Xatu, but we can handle it. I'm pretty sure we can take it on. So what I'm going to do now is go into my Florges to take whatever his Porygon 2 wants to go for, most likely Ice Beam. Now really what I want to do is, he can't touch me, and I kind of want this Porygon 2 to stay burned so I can keep on getting this residual damage on it whenever it comes in. So I'm actually going to predict a switch out into the Florges and go into my Infernape. I think that's what I'm going to do, because, or maybe he might, I don't want him to Thunder Wave me though, or something like that. Why would you Thunder Wave? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to make a safer switch. I'm going to go with, okay, do I play aggressive or do I play safe? I'm gonna Nidoqueen. I'm gonna go to Nidoqueen because he might have Toxic or something. You know, he might have Toxic. So I'm gonna go to Nidoqueen, just to kind of see what type of player he is, where his mind's at. I really want to go to Infernape, so I hope he doesn't switch into Florges and me going to Infernape and then that stuff. So he does double switch into Victini. Okay, I see you. Okay, now I'm in another tough position because I really want to Earth Power. I really want to Ice Beam again. But I think I'm just going to Earth Power. Just play it safe. He might want to risk the VP8. He's Zen Headbutt, and I eat that up. Don't flinch me. How did I know? Guys, how do I know these things? How did I know that was going to happen? I mean, I just knew. I just knew. I mean, I just knew. Okay, I know he's gonna go for the. I don't really want to risk the Moonblast though. I know he's more than likely gonna go for aromatherapy right here. But I kind of don't really have a choice but to go into my Florges here. He does go for the aromatherapy as I expected. But it's not a big deal because now I can just go for the wish. He obviously doesn't have toxic on this because he's got he goes out into his Victini. Okay. Well, now I can actually I'm gonna go into my Blastoise here just because I can take whatever he wants. Well, except for Bolt Strike. Well, Bolt Strike. He goes for Zen Headbutt. I'm gonna eat that up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now I'm gonna okay. Do I make another risky switch here? I'm gonna double switch into Infernape. Make a risky switch. Yes. Go into Florges. Thank you. Alright. So I go into my Infernape, and now I'm gonna go for my surprise move, Iron Tail. He's not gonna see it coming. Infernape is actually a big threat to his team, so I'm gonna go for it. As he actually switches out into Swampert, so not sure if he saw. Well, there's no way. He just went into that because it's a he didn't want to get like Flare Blitz. That's what happened. So now I'm gonna Grass Knot because yeah, Swampert's gonna go down obviously, and if I had I just die. So there's one Mon going down. Now he can go out into his Heracross, and I really don't have a switch into this because my Nidoqueen got wrecked by freaking. He can either go for combat, he can go for Magnahorn, he can go for all types of crazy stuff. But okay, it's probably gonna come down to I really want my Nidoqueen to get back up to a decent amount of health. But it's looking like I'm gonna. Well, is he scarfed? Does he have 2 Scarfers? Well, let's go into Nidoqueen just in case. We don't know if he's scarfed or not. I may have to give up on my own rocks this match. But he goes for Earthquake. Okay, so he's got the Moxie boost. But I'm just gonna go out into my Hydreigon. And then that'll basically tell me whether or not he's choiced. So now I'm gonna go for the U-turn and just bust a U-turn on him. As he's gonna go back out into the Florges. As now I can go back out into my Infernape and it's rinse and repeat. Because now I'm trying to think here, what can he do to? Well, I mean, since I don't have like close combat or something, he can easily just, well, I'm gonna go for Iron Tail. I'm not gonna mess around because if he switches in Victini, at least I can whittle that down. Let's see why. I mean, I originally had Stone Edge, and Stone Edge definitely would come in handy. Maybe I should change Fire Blast to Flare Blitz and then go and put Stone Edge on him. As my computer apparently is frozen, so I can't click anything. I'm gonna click Iron Tail just because I have to. He's gonna go out into Xatu. Really? Why would you? And I got a defense drop. So I'm pretty sure with that defense drop, I can knock him out with a close combat. So I'm just gonna go for that. So he sacks his Xatu, and I'm not so sure about that play, bro. It's cool though because, well, honestly, what was Xatu really gonna do against my team? Okay. Now I'm in a position where if he Mega Horns, we're gonna be in some trouble. Okay, I'm trying to think here. What don't I need? This is tough because as long as that Florges is around, I can't do much, honestly, because he's walling my Hydreigon. It's also, and then it's kind of like the Florges and the Victini are kind of a tandem for annoyance right now. Well, I think that he. I'm gonna go into a Trevenant. Oh, he double switches into the team. Okay. Didn't expect that. Well, now I'm going to switch into Blastoise. He's obviously not scarfed because you wouldn't have to do that if he was scarfed. That's quite clear to me. Now what I'm going to do is what to do. I'm just going to one pulse. He might stay in because he's probably scarfed, so he's going to outspeed me either way. This is scarfed, so his Heracross is not scarfed. So what? So Oh, he stayed in, really? So he's actually banded. Okay. Oh, well, now we have signs of life. Okay. Now it's gonna be a problem because now I can go out into my Infernape. I can knock him out with anything, but I'm gonna choose close combat. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for close combat because I don't have a reason not to. He's actually going to switch into his Porygon 2 and sack that. Good play, but I don't understand why would he let his Victini take that hit. It's obviously, I'm pretty sure that's bandit damage, but now I've got Scarf Hydreigon, so I'm not worried about this. So I'm just going to switch back into Trevenant. If he wants to like Mega Horn or something, help you close combats. Great, 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 great. So now what I'm going to do is just go for the Leaf Seed. Because he can't do anything. So he's going to go into Florges, no problem whatsoever. And now basically I'm putting him on a timer. So I'm just going to click Shadow Claw. He can't do much. I'm just going to keep Shadow Clawing so he can't do anything except switch into his Heracross. Let's go Shadow Claw again. If he wants to switch into Heracross, that's fine. I know he's Moxie, so that means I can Will-O-Wisp it. So that's what I'm going to do here. I can take any one hit from this thing and then just go for a Will-O-Wisp and just cripple him. But, ooh, nice play. Nice play there. That's a great play. That's a good play. Darn good play. But I have Hydreigon. I can switch into anything unless he goes for U-turn. But I can take that as well. So, I mean, if he goes for U-turn here, then, you know, you got... That's definitely choice damage. God. But we're good. We're in another good position where we can just bust out that UE on him. And he can't do much about it. So we're going to U-turn again, and he's going to go out into his Heracross. That's fine with me, as I'm actually going to go into my Trevenant here. And what I'm going to do is, I know I can take any one hit from him, as I'm actually going to go for the, Leaf Seed here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the Leaf Seed. He went for Mega Horn, and I eat that up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now we're in a good position, because I can take another one. And what I'm going to do is go for Shadow Claw. And he also has obviously he has the potential to miss. So now we're in a good position. I really want him to... so now I'm gonna go for the oh, hold on. I don't want him to die going for Wish. That's what I don't want to happen, because that means that he'll be able to bring in his Victini for free. So that's why I was gonna click Shadow Claw, but I remembered since he's faster, if he goes for Wish and I knock him out, then he goes into Victini, that'll bring it back up to full. So now I basically made it so that where he cannot go back into Victini. So that's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for Shadow Claw now. He can protect. Fine by me. I'm not worried about that at all. This thing is not a threat. I have Iron Tail, so I can knock it out whenever I want as long as I hit. But now I'm just gonna click Shadow Claw because I have no reason not to. He can't do much to me. He gets a special attack drop. It doesn't matter because I'm a physical attacker. And I'm actually really thinking about switching to Horn Leech just for Suicunes, but Shadow Claw in this situation, Shadow Claw's coming in handy. So he gets another special attack drop. It's fine. So now he brings in the Heracross. He has to go for Mega Horn. He has to. If he goes for anything else, he could go for Knockoff. But I'm pretty sure that Florges can take a Mega Horn. And even if he can't, I have Hydreigon. So I'm just going to go into Florges now. And yeah, he's got to go for Mega Horn. And yeah, eat that up. So we're in a position where now it's just game over. So this was a really good game. He actually misses. Not that it mattered. Well, it could have mattered because he could have gotten a crit like I did. With my crit, obviously didn't matter, but he could have gotten a crit. Would it have knocked me out? What was I at? Like 50%? Yeah, the crit would have knocked me out. So at this point, he's got to do something. So that was a really good game. I don't think that the miss mattered unless he got a crit. But even still, I could just go into... oh, yes, he said good game, so I'll type in GG back to him. But actually, that was a great game. That was a great game, actually. And it's not this. So now it's just what do we want to end it with. I think I'm going to end it with my Hydreigon. I was choice scarfed anyway, so there really wasn't much that he could have done as far as with the Heracross, because even if he had knocked me out with the Mega Horn, I could have gone into Hydreigon, and assuming that I hit the Draco Meteor, I just Draco for the win. So that was a really good game. I'm actually up. He was actually pretty high on the ladder. He was 15-17. I'm actually now 14-17. So he dropped down to 14-90. So viewers, I hope you guys enjoyed this Showdown Live. Sorry it's been so long, but I should be back in the game. Hopefully, once I start to stabilize my job situation, I'll be able to post more consistently. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, all the other good stuff, and I'm out of here. Deuces.